I think I just drank a cannabis leaf from my coffee. I don't know. I think I felt it go down. It's kind of a funny way to start the show. Choking on a cannabis leaf. Hello, everybody. So my computer crashed. It says there's a bad block on the hard drive, you know, and I don't understand why Windows 10 just doesn't disregard the block like Windows 7 used to do. You know, you get a bad block, it disregards it, and you move on. And the computer doesn't crash every fucking half hour. So I've got a bad block on the hard drive, and I'm going to have to probably purchase some software that will disregard it because Windows 10 won't do it. And I've run scan disk and check disk and all the shit that Windows 10 provides, the shit that used to fix your hard drive in the old days, it doesn't fucking work anymore. You know? Hey, Eddie. Hey, Aaron. Natty, Brad, Debbie, Teresa. What's up, everybody? So, yeah, I was a little frustrated because I didn't even get to smoke a bong rip on the show. Yeah, Windows 10 sucks my dick, John. I hate Windows 10, dude. Windows 10 sucks my dick so bad. Don't even get me started, you know, on all of the bullshit that they've changed on it to make it worse. Well, aren't you supposed to make an operating system better? They make it worse, man. Every time they make a new operating system, it gets worse and worse. I need to get a new hard drive. Oh, are you an expert, Brad? Do I support a second stimulus check for the people? Greg, you guys have gotten more than one stimulus check, bro. I don't know what the fuck you think you're talking about. Okay, Google. How many COVID stimulus checks has the federal government produced so far? Doesn't say. I don't understand why you're saying a second check. I was under the impression that at least three checks have gone out. Are you guys not getting any money? I mean, I don't know. I'm one of the wealthy, so I don't know. I don't know what you guys got going on. Maybe you guys can fill me in. You know? I'm one of the people that Donald Trump is giving all of your money to. Understand that. It's me. I've only got one from the government. No one did. I am a PC tech. You're a PC tech, and you're telling me that because I have a bad block, I have to replace the whole goddamn hard drive? You're a shitty fucking PC tech, bro. Let me tell you something. Shitty. Just one back in March. The $1,200 check. I only got one. March? Dude, are you fucking kidding me? They've only given you guys one check? Dude, I thought they'd done this 3 times already. You know, this is someone got one in April, someone got one in March. I guess this was all one payment? Really? Hey man, I got news for y'all. Donald Trump's not that into y'all. You know, your precious federal government doesn't love you. If they think that after 6 months you guys could survive off of that one check, I'm sitting here in shock right now. One check. I'm sitting here in shock right now. Then they cut off all funds? Dude, I thought there were fucking 3 stimulus bills. Okay, Google. How many COVID-19 stimulus bills has the federal government passed? They're not fucking telling you. You know, fuck them. They won't even fucking tell you. They keep talking. Oh, so that's what's been going on. They go ahead and they put forth the bill, but then the Congress doesn't pass it through. So they're kind of fooling people like me who aren't paying attention. Wow, well, I apologize. I was wrong. Man, I apologize, man, for saying that you didn't know what the fuck you were talking about. Holy shit. I'm the one that didn't know what I was talking about. And I'm sorry. I guess that just shows my out of touch, my fucking, what am I trying to say? My, my top 10% wealthy fucking American ignorance is kicking in. When money's pouring in for me, I'm not paying as much attention to y'all. And I guess I should be. I'm sitting here in fucking shock. I'm sitting here in fucking shock. Hey, Christine. I can't even function right now because I don't know how y'all have been able to function all these months with only one stimulus check. I thought we were all happy. We all had a lot of money and everybody was being taken care of by the government. I thought we were turning socialist. It didn't happen, huh? Oh, you're not offending me, Greg. You're enlightening me, bro. Hey, look, I'm not one of those people that when you teach me something, I get mad at you and lash out at you. I appreciate when you bring me information and you make me a smarter person. You just built my base up stronger, bro, because now I know something that I didn't know this morning when I woke up. So, bro, I was not offended. I am thankful that you told me that. I am outraged right now. I'm fucking outraged. Let's smoke. Like what Higher With You just said. Let's get higher with you with Higher With You. All right. No law regarding cannabis. Cannabisisms for all. We got the Sweet Afghani Delicious here. I'm sitting here pulling leaves off and putting it in this jar to where it's going to be able to cure really nicely. We go out eating because there are no jobs and no stimulus checks. Broke. I've been hustling my ass off, Nate. I had to pock up another job and sell my shotgun just to stay afloat. Oh my God. You guys don't share any of this on my live stream, man. Look, none of you should ever vote for Donald Trump, okay? Now look, he's really mishandled the situation. And I don't know whose fault it is that you haven't gotten more stimulus checks. But, universal basic income addresses this. And if you guys want money every month in the form of a government check, and I wish it upon all of you, then you guys should really look into the People's Party. You really should look into it because that is their second tier of their platform. Their first one is Medicare for all, but their second tier is universal basic income. And hey, man, I support it. I want to give some of my money to the federal government so they will distribute that to all of y'all evenly and equally. I wish that I could just send all of you guys money, each and every one of you, but I have no idea how you're going to spend it. And I would feel bad if I sent you guys money and you went out and you bought crack with it, And I've learned my lesson about giving people money like that, but I wish I could, man. I wish I could help you guys. Hey, man, I wish I could ship you guys food, and I wish I was making enough that I could ship all of you guys food. Hey, Enoch, but I got to tell you, I am shocked and I'm appalled at myself for not knowing this. And I thank you guys for informing me. And I wish you guys would talk to me more. I wish you guys would treat me more like a friend than like an entertainer and bring me into your worlds too. When you're hurting, I mean, I need to hear about it. And I don't blame you for me not knowing this. It's not your fault. But man, certainly you guys could let me in a little bit more, okay? And in the future, please consider that. So I'm not sitting here like a rich asshole, fucking pontificating to the downtrodden and the poor. It's just it's a horrible look for me. And I never want to appear like I feel like I'm better than somebody because I made some good decisions when I was younger. I got lucky, and that's all that was. I was born into a family with a man that understood business and had a big heart and wanted to help his son and his daughter and everybody else that he possibly could. I was lucky. So I don't hold that against you guys, But if there's anything I can do, man, to make your lives more tolerable, let me know. I feel horrible right now, man. I feel so guilty and horrible. God, cheers, guys. I feel so bad. This is for all of you guys that are hurting right now financially. Cheers. So how do I feel about it? Since now we're going to get to the question, I think it's a great idea. And you all need to be getting universal basic income. You guys need a check every month, just like I get. It put me in the situation I'm in today, but it also made me ignorant to a lot of y'all's plights, and I didn't realize that. And I really thought that the government was taking care of you better. Now, you guys need to fucking be mad. You guys need to be extremely angry. Hey, David Honey Sr., you guys need to be fucking pissed off, okay? I understand now why there's so many people in the street, why people are out there protesting. Thanks, Enoch. I agree. People need something to fall back on. I mean, a garden. You know, a garden would be great. And we've got to get ourselves back to the garden. We've got to get ourselves back to the garden. We've got to get ourselves back to the old ways of taking care of each other. And the politics is killing us. Think about this. No more politics. Hey, man, how about this? No more politics. Let's start a new hashtag. All right, let's end politics. No more politics. Politics kills. Politics kills, man. You know, there should be a movement towards ending politics. It's stupid that there are two parties and that we are all fighting with each other about things that we shouldn't be fighting about. You know, number one, both sides need to not be trying to control what goes on inside people's private lives. I know that is an argument from the left, but hey, man, when people on the left are saying this is a gun-free zone or this is a designated area for certain type of people to express themselves, blah blah blah, when they're trying to control things like that, it's the same on both sides. So we have to get out of people's personal lives. Okay, so take all that out. Okay, what's that bring us to? You know, defense, national defense and all that shit. Well, how about a fucking militia instead of an army? How about a militia? Okay? And then when, you know, we can still have all the toys, we can have the planes and the bombs and the missiles and all that. And I'm okay with that. But instead of it being controlled by the federal government, make it an army, a force, a fighting force of and for the people. Strictly for defense of the country. David Honey Sr., I love you. I'd give you a hug right now. I'd fucking give you a hug right now and a kiss on your cheek, bro. My favorite Republican. He said, David Honey Sr., yes, get rid of the two-party system. It's not working anymore, or did it ever? You know, it worked for World War II, I guess. You know, when we needed solidarity and we needed to get together and build to defend ourselves against Germany and Japan, you know, it worked. And it was working back then. But greed has a way of overcoming everything. And that is where we are today. We are in a world that is all greed. It's just greed has destroyed politics. And it's time to end it. Greed has destroyed politics, and it's time to end it all. Live discussion now on my channel. Please come join us. Politics is killing us is the only thing I could think of. Politics is killing us. Politics is killing us all. God, it is. Okay. People's Militia. How do you spell militia? Is it 2 L's? Yeah. Militia's got 2 L's, right? Computer. Spell militia.
Militia is spelled M-I-L-I-T-I-A.
I was wrong. It's only got 1 L. People's Militia. We don't need a fucking federal government, you know, controlling our armed forces. We should all be controlling our armed forces as a collective. You know, you don't just have a couple people that decide what's going to go on. That's the problem with this country, man. And then when the greed gets in there, the power and the greed, kill them all, let God sort them out. Dude, that t-shirt rocks. I just said that. I was like, you know, we're he didn't exclude himself. He did not exclude himself, so I agree. The shirt says, kill them all, let God sort them out. And everyone's like, oh my God, he's a representative Ken Buck, you know, at a campaign rally wearing a shirt that says, kill them all, let God sort them out. With all the protests going on. I go, yeah, but the shirt doesn't exclude him. It says all. So I'm okay with it. Kill him too, let God sort him out. Fuck him. I mean, we're all gonna die pretty soon anyway. You know, the human race doesn't have much time left. So, I mean, it should be an interesting demise for all of us. I just say, let's try to make the best of it while we're alive, you know? And let me tell you something. Talking to Republicans on Twitter ain't so bad. People listen. And when you are open to them, they are open to you. And I just had a conversation with someone about guns and cannabis. She attacked me for being a cannabis user. And the whole start of the conversation was over a video that someone put up on the internet. I believe. Maybe not. I've been involved in a couple of these. Yes. Yes. Okay, here it is. Someone put up a video of that police officer from Arizona or somewhere. I can't remember his name. But he's a real fucking piece of shit. He's a fucking pig in every sense of the word. Here, let me let you watch the video. and then we'll go from there, okay? I think you guys are going to enjoy this. And read what it says on the video, which I totally disagree with what it says on the video.
You don't believe that for 1 minute, do you?
In the country, what's your message? In the country, what's your message?
You don't believe that for 1 minute, do you?
That their message is?
Yeah.
That's what they said to me.
Okay.
Yeah, I believe them.
Any protests?
So what they're talking about is that Black Lives Matter's message is that they want to end police brutality. Now, this police officer is questioning whether that's actually what Black Lives Matter really wants. Don Lemon is saying, well, I'm taking them at their word. That's what they told me. And listen to what this fucking piglet says, okay, about Black Lives Matter.
In the country, what's your message?
You don't believe that for 1 minute, do you?
That their message is?
Yeah.
Hey, Janine.
That's what they said to me.
Okay.
Yeah, I believe them. Of
Any
course I believe them
protests
when they say-
over the deaths of these cops today in Baton Rouge?
I don't know that. I don't know that.
Any riots or protests over the police officers in Dallas, Texas?
What are you asking?
So I would stop right here, okay, and I'm just going to tell you why his argument is worthless. Hey, homie, guess what? America at that time, and even till this day, and we've discussed this ad nauseum on this channel, has been protesting police brutality on a daily basis in different areas when it breaks out, when there is an incident and someone gets murdered by a fucking piglet, the people go out and protest. There's anger towards police. There's a lot of distrust. And people really are at a point now where they want to see change. So his question is, did you see Black Lives Matter protesting when the police were shot? My answer to you is no, of course there won't be any protests. People don't give a fuck about cops anymore because pigs have been murdering people needlessly, and we've been watching it over and over again on video. Do you refuse to watch the videos? Did you see the Tamir Rice, 12 years old, with a toy gun get shot in 2 fucking seconds from a fucking piglet? Did you see that? Did you see the kid, the 12-year-old, with the toy gun? I mean, did the pigs think to maybe stand back, as they were driving up, to maybe just stop a second and look and see what the little kid was doing in the park with the toy gun before they bum rushed his ass and fucking shot him to death? So all of this was going on, right? Police are getting the magnifying glass all of a sudden, and they totally deserve it. They need to stop doing what they're doing. They need to be retaught. Okay, they don't need to be defunded. They need to be retaught. And this fucking moron right here is not only a race traitor, he's a fucking racist against black people. So pay attention to this fucking piece of shit. Listen to what he's got to say here. Let me see if I can do this. No, it doesn't work. Oh, okay.
It's a pretty simple question.
I asked you what's your message to the people. Their message is one of peace. What is your message?
My message has been clear from day one 2 years ago. This anti-cop sentiment from this hateful ideology called Black Lives Matter has fueled this rage against the American police officer. I predicted this 2 years ago. So,
you predicted that when the protests started against the fucking pigs that were murdering people, that it was going to build up into almost war in the streets, and that people were going to be fucking angry and not sympathizing with dead police officers? I predicted that too. What is that special? I mean, yeah, you should have seen it coming, but if you were a good cop, you would have worked towards changing what pigs were doing, and you didn't. And now you got to reap what you sow, you fucking pig.
what I want to know,
Okay, Sheriff.
do I want to
With all
know?
due respect, do you know that this was because of that?
Yes, I do.
As a law enforcement officer?
I've been watching this for 2 years. I predicted this.
You know how he's all angry at Don Lemon? It's like he hates Don Lemon just for being a black man. It's hilarious. He resents Don Lemon for being a black man who speaks the truth against his narrative. That's the first thing. The second thing is, what's with the fucking attitude, dude? It's like you're a fucking child. Why are you projecting your anger at Don Lemon during an interview? What kind of a person does that? Oh, I know. A person on the defensive who knows they're wrong and is trying to distract you from his guilt. Pay attention.
Yes, I do.
As a law enforcement officer.
I've been watching this for 2 years. I predicted this. This anti-police rhetoric sweeping the country has turned out some hateful things inside of people that are now playing themselves out on the American police officer. I want to know, with all of the black-on-black violence in the United States of America, by the way, when the tragedies happened in Louisiana and Minnesota, do you know that 21 black people were murdered across the United States?
Cannabis isn't
Was there
for all.
any reporting on that?
Black officer who was killed today. But
Was there any reporting on that?
Sure, please. Let's just keep the vibe down here. So I understand, and listen.
I'm looking at 3 dead cops this week,
Sheriff,
and I'm looking at 5 last year. You trying to tell me to keep it down?
Just please, if you will, just please. We can keep it civil. So, because
man, if you're mad, go out in the street and protest. Don't yell at Don Lemon.
I wish you had that message of civility
have a conversation
toward
with
this
you.
hateful ideology, these purveyors of
I don't know
hate.
what my message is.
That's
what I
what
want
they
to say
do.
to you is
These
will you
people
let me
preach
are you going to get a word
and
in?
virtue
We'll be right
in the
back.
name
We're
of
going to go to break,
hate.
and we'll be right back.
Now, what Don Lemon should have done there, he should have shut the fuck up and let the man talk until he was done talking, and then he could have asked the question. So he made a mistake there. But this man acting like a child on an interview on CNN and projecting his anger at the person who's interviewing him, isn't Don Lemon getting owned by Sheriff Clark. It's Sheriff Clark showing the world his ass. That's all it is. Don Lemon's being very professional, and this guy is being a stupid fucking pig. Blue line, he doesn't want to fucking cross. He's got his tongue up Trump's butt.
All I want to do is have a conversation. I can't have a conversation with you if we're both talking at the same time. What it sounds like to me is that you're accusing me of violence and supporting something.
It's too bad it didn't go on, you know. I would have liked to have kept watching it. So, that's what inspired this. I said, Don was the only adult in that room. He did a great job handling the overbearing, defensive pig. I love how confused and sad the piggy was over the fact no one marches for dead piggies. He's right. We don't care. Thank you for bringing joy to my evening. Don Lemon is a master. You know, because Don Lemon showed the world what an asshole that guy was. So, the answer I got back, I would love it if you guys would do shit like retweet tweets like this and then get in there and respond and talk and stuff. That would be cool. Because I don't see any of you in here, but that's okay. That's okay. You know, you guys, you know, some of you guys that are on Twitter, I know you're just retweet, or like. But I would love it if, you know, when you see some drama going on, I would love it if you'd come back me up and say what you think too. Okay? So Beth Kinsey says, speak for yourself, not others. The majority of America does care for our Leos, law enforcement officers, and will defend them accordingly. See, Leo is a term of endearment because it's like saying they're lions. You know, it's like they just love using that term, like they're the sheepdogs of America. They're the protectors. They're the great protectors. Tell that to 12-year-old Tamir Rice that was playing with a toy gun in a park, in a public park. Tell it to his family. Tell it to all of America, you stupid fucking bitch. So I have a feeling that America doesn't care for our Leos after watching Tamir Rice getting mowed down in a park playing with a toy gun. Something that many of their children have probably been guilty of doing in the past. Or maybe themselves even. I know I have. When I was 12 years old, I was playing with little guns. Absolutely. Out in public playing with guns. I could have very easily been Tamir Rice when I was 12 years old. You know, and this, what Beth Kinsey is showing, a lack of empathy, an inability for certain people to look at a situation and see other people's pain. They're blinded by their own hate. So let's keep going. Then I say, yeah, sorry, Beth. It's my job to speak for others. And then I hashtag this show, Nays Garden. Get over it, maybe? And then deplorable, this is when it gets interesting. Deplorable Nagatha jumps in and says, Beth, this guy issue is pot. Guess he can't stand. Do you remember I told you guys that people use the term pot to put people like us down? And they use it negatively? Well, here's a perfect example. If you pay attention, you'll see all the things that I always talk about. They kind of ring true. You notice them as they pop up. Well, here you go. Beth, this guy's issue is pot. Guess he can't stand reality. I can't stand reality. I love that. He can't stand reality and needs to alter himself with chemicals to get through the day. Oh, and he has a weapon, not the best mix. Now, think about this. This totally sounds like somebody who you're not going to win over, doesn't it? Beth, this guy's issue is pot. Guess he can't stand reality and needs to alter himself with chemicals to get through the day. Oh, and he has a weapon, not the best mix. Listen to how I dealt with her. I said, if it's a woman, I said, my issue is I call it cannabis and discovered over 50 medical uses for a product that I invented. And yes, cannabis does help me get through my day. That's why I use it 3 times daily. Yes, I do have firearms because the state of California and your wonderful federal laws allow it. And then the response to that is, are you ready? That's fine. Did any of you think, when you saw the way she attacked me, called me a user of pot, said I had firearms and that it wasn't a good mix, did any of you think that I was ever going to be able to win over someone like that with that attitude? Well, I'm here to tell you that I did, and I'm also here to tell you that you can do it too. And I'm also here to tell you that we can all start getting along. And that there's no need for all of this vitriol and hate and this left versus right bullshit. People are willing to listen, but you got to know how to talk to people. You know, don't let yourself get railroaded, but stick up for yourself too and do it politely, and you will win people over. I promise you that. We are chemicals. We are chemicals. Sure we are. John, you don't need no gun. Well, John, I put myself in harm's way every day. Greg. Carson's like, I'm absolutely with you. Little great song, great words also. I haven't heard that song, Don Diablo and Tiesto. But I agree with it. I know we are stardust. We are gold. We are billion-year-old carbon, and we've got to get ourselves back to the garden. Was that better than Roseanne that time? We got to get ourselves back to the garden. It all comes back to that, doesn't it? Wow, man, where do you go? Yes, I want more guns. Dave says, I want more guns. Look. I want you guys to do me a favor and share this video everywhere. I want you to tweet this video at people. And I want you to take your cell phones and I want you to make clips of things I said. And I want you to retweet it at people. Okay? Whenever you get a chance. If you, I know, throughout the day, I don't even have time to edit my own videos and put them up on the internet. So I understand that you guys don't have time to do it. If I don't even have time to do it for myself, I know that you guys don't have time to do it. Those of you who go out of your way and do things like that, I want you to know I take notes. I might happen to be in a position to really help some people out that decide to go out of their way for me. I have no problem going out of my way for people that go out of their way for me. I know you all can't be Eddie Haynes and have tattoos of me on you, but I'm not asking you to do that. I'm just saying, maybe if one of you had video editing skills and you thought that my shit was funny, you could go on the internet, you could download some of my videos and you could put together some highlight reels. You could make some short little 15-second clips of me saying things that make sense. All the video says Nay's Garden at the top. It's all promoted already. The information is all there. All you have to do is grab the material. You can even do it with a cell phone. I mean, if you even wanted to download some video editing software for free from your Play Store and mess around with video editing and start putting some of my stuff together for me, you might be surprised what I could do for you. You might be surprised. So, I'm just saying. Just throwing that out there. I like to throw that out there in the wind, let it blow around a little bit. Like my friend Angel said on Dexter after he'd seen an Oprah episode. I'm just gonna put that out there. I saw it on an Oprah episode. I'm just gonna put that out there. I better have a weapon if I need one than need one and I'm not able. Right, Karsten? Right? You're so much better off to have one than not have one, right? I mean, nobody's telling you to fucking play with it. No one's telling you to fucking pick it up and play Russian roulette with it. You don't have to be an idiot, but you can be a gun owner and you can let people know about it. You can be proud of it because in being so, it'll keep people at a distance. And some of us need that in our lives. I need you to stay the fuck away from me. Especially when I'm in full fucking flower, and I've got guns at every fucking window set up and ready to go. Tula, what's up, Tula? I haven't seen you in a while. Higher with you. That is a funny, eye-popping avatar. I have OS Studio. I could attempt to try and do some editing when I get a free moment. Hey, Eddie, you could put it out there. I actually had a guy, and it's too bad. He used to watch me all the time. His name was Brendo Tremindo. He started a whole YouTube channel, and it was called Trendy Don King. In fact, I think it's still up. If you guys go to YouTube, and you go to the search bar at the top of the screen on YouTube, and you can download YouTube. It's an app on your phones. You can download it. And you type in Trendy Don King. Trendy Don King, and then put Trendy as Dabbers after it too, just to be safe. Trendy Don King. There, I found the channel. So there's a channel. And see, if Brendo would get in touch with me, it would be great. I could take that channel over and I could upload more stuff to it. It's called Trendy Don King, and it features me in character doing, one of my favorite characters, which is Don King's son. So the channel looks like this when you go there. Okay, there's the channel. And you can see there's Don King. And there's a picture, and then you'll see there's videos here, right? Let me click on videos right here. And there are, wow, there's a few, huh? He made all of this for me, guys. Imagine if you made a YouTube channel, right? Imagine if you decided, I'm going to make a YouTube channel for Nay, and it's going to be called Nay Moments, or it's going to be called Nay Outtakes, or it's going to be called Nay fucking Raging, or it's going to be called Nay's Garden Information, or Nay's Garden Growing Tips. You could have a successful channel on YouTube, and you could be putting up my material, and you would have my blessing. And you could literally be getting monetization, especially if you excluded all of the cannabis smoking or me cursing or anything like that out. You could have a channel for children. You could make a ton of money with my material. But, you know, Brendo Tremendo was intelligent enough to come up with this idea on his own and surprised me with it one day. He surprised me with it. So there's a link here. It says play all. So you click play all. You guys could all do this. You all could go there. Look, it's got 2 thumbs downs. So I'll give it a thumbs up. Y'all could go there and you all could watch the videos, like them, share them around, and you all could get the idea and do it yourselves too. You could make your own YouTube channel and base it all on my material. Just keep them at the right temperature. Keep them at the right.
What? Dad King's son, here to bring it to you, know how I do. Man, today we're talking about Prop 64, man, the AUMA. It's awful, man. That's what the A is for. It's awful. Everybody
Hey, Brendo, is that you? Coming in with the name Joe Rogan?
is about no longer bullshit, man. It's just bad, man. Me and Mike Tyson was talking the other day about it. He said, man, everybody needs to vote no on that shit.
The glasses are all crooked.
That Prop 64 is some bullshit, man. I gotta take my glasses off. Don't yell at me.
I don't talk my glasses off. Don't yell at me.
Son.
Out.
Hey.
What?
What?
Shut it off. Shut it off. Oh my god, that is fucking priceless, man. Holy shit. Let's watch some more. Now we'll hear it normal speed.
What? Don King, son, here to tell you about what I have for dinner. Just talking about it makes me so happy. We had to have seafood because we're on the damn coast. We had the seafood and Mike Tyson said, man, that's some damn good food. I said, I know, Mike Tyson, that's why you over here. I'm over here with my woman. And you're bothering me. You got to go back over to your table and eat with your people over there because tonight's not the night I'm hanging out with Mike Tyson. I told him that. But he said, he go get some good food.
Happy 710, no longer regarding cannabis. Cannabis isn't fit for all. Cheers, everybody.
You
Cyber
can't tell
style.
me otherwise. I know the food better than anybody else knows food. You can't talk to me about the good food. I'm a connoisseur of great food. I can tell you all about some great food I had, but I don't want to waste your time too much more. I just want to say, Don King, son, out. What? Shut it off!
Hey, Joe Rogan, who are you? Hey, Joe Rogan, who are you, Joe Rogan?
Some cannabis in my comb. I saw that. I seen that you got some cannabis in my comb, and the cameraman, he tried to hide the fact, but I spotted it, and I knew. I'm just saying, I saw it. What? Don King's son here to tell you about what's going on today in the world. You're gonna love it. This is unbelievable news. Trendy Nate, everybody know Trendy Nate. Everybody know Trendy Nate. I'm on corner the cameraman, and y'all know him. Y'all know his ass, Trendy Nate. Trendy Nate's done thrown his hat in the ring, and he's done picked me, Don King. That's right, Don King's son, to promote the event. Oh, Trendy Nate, he's putting his hat in the ring, and he's got his jeans on the line against Donald Trump. He says he's got more pure bloodline than Donald Trump, and he's got to respond now because he's a big twit. And I'm Don King's son. I'm here to tell you all about this event. I'm hosting it. Everybody's gonna be there. Mike Tyson's gonna be there. He's gonna be chilling with me. You'll see us chilling, hanging out. So you know you got some trouble, whatever, you come get us. You know Mike Tyson to take care of business. That's what he does. I always told you. I've done said it. I'm Don King's son. Ow!
I wish the
What?
I wish the timing. Oh, I guess it's not that far off.
Shut it up!
You getting good and high, Karsten? Are you enjoying these videos? You guys want me to make it bigger? Is it big enough? Hit 1 if you want it bigger, or if it's okay like that. Hit number 1 if you want me to make it bigger.
That's right. It's a battle of the century. I'm telling you. No, it's not Hillary and Trump. I'm talking about Kane and Pence. It's a death match to the finish. Gonna be in a cage to the death with all kinds of weapons.
Death match.
Let me adjust my glasses.
God,
That's better.
I wish I had that
Do
voice.
not miss this one-of-a-kind, unbelievable, spectacular fight to the death. I will be presenting to you. I'm Don King's son. You come see my show, the show of the century. Don't miss it. It's all you need to know about. What? Shut it off!
Blast from the past, man. I claim I don't spew hate? What? Dude, this guy tweeted. He said watching and hearing you use the word pig over and over. Watching as you claim to not spew hate. Yet there it is. Dude, have I claimed that I don't spew hate on my live stream? I call people cunts and pedophiles on here. Have I ever said that I don't spew hate? Just when I call someone else on their hate doesn't mean that I don't spew hate too. I just don't let my hate blind me, that's all. I'm not blinded by my hate. I take my hate and I wear it as a badge. My hate focuses me like a laser beam. My hate empowers me and gives me a voice. My hate is healthy. And hey man, let me ask you a question. Do you hate Ted Bundy? Do you hate Adolf Hitler? You know? Is that a good enough? Do you hate pedophiles? Do you hate rapists? So you got some hate. And it's okay to talk about your hate. In fact, it's healthy. It puts a light on your hate, a spotlight. And that makes it, and that's why free speech is so great, because it makes it safer. Because words won't make people bleed in the street. You know? Do I think CNN is all lies? Janine. CNN is targeted. I don't watch them anymore. You know, I'll see an article link and I'll go back and I'll pull it up and I'll retweet it from CNN. But I don't watch CNN anymore. I used to watch it all the time. I don't need their opinion anymore. They are completely an opinion channel, just like Fox News or MSNBC. I prefer the AP. You can download these apps on your phone. They're free. The AP, Reuters, Al Jazeera, you know, you could download RT, and I don't have RT and Al Jazeera on my phone, but I do have Reuters and I do have AP, and but these are less biased sources of news than CNN, MSNBC, and Fox News. Absolutely, they're less biased. And it's not to say that Al Jazeera and RT don't have agendas. But I think you're going to be very hard pressed to find an agenda with AP and with Reuters. Yeah, you watch Al Jazeera? But no, I personally don't get my news from CNN. You will get, they put people on there that you can't trust, and then they won't fact check them. You know? So they have produced some really good stuff lately. Some good fact checking stuff themselves. And I've retweeted it. So with a grain of salt, you know, use what works, and don't allow yourself to be engulfed in their whole platform, because it is a platform. It's a political platform, just like a political party. They have their own agenda too. I watch Al Jazeera. YouTube has them too, I think. Euronews. Yeah, and never trust fucking there's a UK source. I can't remember what they're called. I mean, they'll put out accurate stories, but they have put out straight bullshit before. I just can't remember what they're called. It's a UK. I call them a UK rag. The Daily Mail. The Daily Mail. Keep your eye on those motherfuckers. Because, yeah, you'll get an early story from them occasionally because they try to be out in front of everything. But because they do that, they've lowered their standards and they will put straight garbage out there. And they won't retract it. So just be careful when you're getting from the Daily Mail. And you know, there's other sources of news out there that I'll trust, and there's a lot out there that I don't trust. But I try to get it from as much of a diverse range of sources as I can, and that includes getting it from pundits like Kyle Kalinske, who I'm not happy with right now. John Iadarola, who I am not happy with right now, and David Pakman, who I'm fucking never happy with. The three of them completely ignored the People's Convention yesterday. The People's Party Convention. It featured speakers like Dr. Cornel West, and I'm having a hard time remembering how to say his name. I don't have a problem telling you guys that either. And Nina Turner, Jimmy Dore and Ron Placone, Graham Elwood, Tim Black, Lee Camp, and many more progressives were featured on that show. Yet, Kyle Kalinske, David Pakman, and John Iadarola, not a peep on their Twitter feeds, not an upload, nothing, no mention of that party at all. It's almost as if those three guys are bought. And Cenk as well. It's almost as if they're bought. It's almost as if they've been bought off to not mention that party. Isn't that kind of weird? Was it because they weren't asked to speak, so they're not going to mention it? What, you don't support Medicare for all? You don't support universal basic income? You don't support every single thing that you said you've supported over the last 3 years since Bernie Sanders came out with the platform? Cenk, Dave, Kyle, John, you know, and everybody else on the Young Turks that's ignored it. Oh, you don't support Medicare for all? I just don't understand why they wouldn't support that sort of a thing. And I wonder how many of you guys would be willing to take your phone, rewind it. You can rewind these videos on YouTube and take what I just said and send that off to those four guys. The video of me calling them out. I wonder why that is. It's a progressive party, and you won't even tell your audience that they exist? Why is that? Isn't that kind of weird? It's almost as if they've been bought. Has the Young Turks, Kyle Kalinske, the David Pakman Show, and John Iadarola all been bought off by someone? Isn't that kind of weird? I thought you guys reported the news, and certainly you would report progressive news to your progressive audiences. Wow, would it seem that I'm more progressive than Kyle Kalinske, David Pakman, Cenk Uygur, and the entire Young Turks, including John Iadarola, Anna Kazbazarian, and every, JR and every other single person that's on the Young Turks? Would it mean that I'm more progressive and I'm that more of a truth teller than they are? Is that what that means? The bully, the old man, the cursing cannabis smoker that sits up on the mountain and smokes 3 times a day in Nay's garden? The guy that produces vein and you're itching? Oh, no, that can't be it. That can't be it. Hashtag can't be it. Let's just get high and forget about everybody. Let's just hoard all this information and keep it to ourselves. Nobody needs to know about this. Unreal. Well, Randy Church, let people know that, brother. Let them know it on Twitter and I'm going to tell you guys how to increase your Twitter. I know you guys are having a problem with Twitter. You're saying nobody listens to us, nobody follows us, blah, blah. Okay, well, I'm going to tell you guys how to increase your Twitter followings, okay? Are you ready? Okay. Start interacting with more people on Twitter. All right? Number one. And within that, inside that number one, interact positively more often with people on Twitter. Give them encouragement, give them love, give them that you agree, and say more than that. Give them a retweet, give them a like. Follow them back and follow them and let them know that you followed them. Are you following people and letting them know that you're following them? If you want to increase the amount of people that follow you, you have to start following them, okay? You follow them first, and you go to your Twitter account where it says followers and following, and you click on both of those, and you make sure you follow every single person back. If you have an empty circle next to their name that says follow, you're not doing your job. You need to go in there every day and click that. That's if you want to increase the amount of people that hear what you have to say on Twitter, if you care. That's what you can do. In doing that, you're going to increase the amount of exposure that this show has as well. But I know a lot of you guys walked away from Twitter. And, you know, when I go through Twitter and I go back and see how many people followed me, it shows me everybody. And there's literally hundreds of you that watch this show that no longer go to your Twitter accounts anymore. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I see you guys all the time. But I see you in here. But I go on there and I scroll through. I do it all the time. And I see your names way at the bottom of the list because you guys don't use Twitter anymore. A lot of you, hundreds of people that watch this show, you've just abandoned your Twitter accounts. I'm telling you, it's the most powerful thing on social media that I've ever used. You know, getting 12 or 1,300 views on Facebook from a bunch of people who couldn't give a fuck doesn't compare to when I send a tweet and Steph Zamorano likes it. That's a world of difference. You guys need to look at Twitter again. You guys need to come back to Twitter, and you need to make multiple accounts, and you need to use them. I was getting a little desperate yesterday or this morning, and I started switching accounts to promote some things of mine that nobody was seeing, nobody was hitting. So I'm like, man, everybody's forgetting to like and retweet all my stuff. So I'm just going to go and I'm going to start doing it from my other accounts. And hopefully you guys will see that I'm doing it. And you'll be like, oh man, Nate's having to retweet his own shit. He's having to log in from his other accounts and retweet and like his own shit. I'm paying the money, guys. I'm giving Twitter the money to where I can. They're very strict about what is and is not allowed to be promoted. So I have to be very careful with my wording and what I put in there and who it's addressed to. There's a lot of shit when you do a promoted tweet, but that's getting me a lot of people. Don't think that you have to promote tweets to get people to follow you on Facebook. You don't. Hey man, find an article, find an article that interests you on Facebook, on YouTube, on the internet. It's amazing how large the internet is. You might find something. Go share it back to your Twitter account. When you get back to your Twitter account, tweet it at somebody. Give people information. Give people something that they appreciate. Hey, look, the world's coming to an end. Lee Camp is talking about it. Retweet it. And then retweet it at people. And listen, you complimenting a girl on how pretty she is isn't how you get people to follow you on Twitter. In fact, when people see you doing it on Twitter, they might not follow you. So try to not do that. I know a lot of you guys, I see a lot of you guys doing that shit. Try to not do that. And instead, engage people in actual conversation about real shit that they're talking about. Because that's what Twitter's all about. It's about exchanging information, communicating with each other. Get on there and do it. All right? Enjoy it. Okay, I hope you guys enjoyed the hour. I will see you guys this afternoon. Remember, it's all at naysgarden.com. Go check it out, man. There's all kinds of new stuff up there too. Check out Nays Garden and go ahead and share the link to Nays Garden, or share this video, or share large groups on Facebook. Make a YouTube channel. You know, start editing videos. There's so much stuff you guys can do if you want to do it. Have fun, y'all. Rogan? He's fine. He's right here. He's great. I'm Ron Placonin when I do it. Oh, and Ron Placone. It's a good thing I Ron Placone there at the end of the video. I almost forgot. You guys, please make sure you check out Ron Placone. He likes my stuff on Twitter too. But I consider him a friend. He's a friend of the show, okay? He puts out great tweets. He's funny. He's entertaining. He puts out those kinds of articles that I'm talking about that you guys should be putting up on your Twitter feeds. And you guys can tweet things at him and he'll share them on his show. And let him know that I sent you. It's at Ron Placone on Twitter. Please go follow him right now. Also, look him up on YouTube and follow his channel and click that bell icon next to his channel subscription button so that you get notified every time he goes live on YouTube. It's Ron Placone on YouTube. Get Your News On with Ron is the name of his show. Get Your News On with Ron. Go check him out and let him know I sent you. We're going to have Steph Zamorano here sometime this month. So make sure you check her out on the Jimmy Dore Show. And tell Jimmy Dore hi from us here at Nays Garden, and that maybe you'd like to see him appear in the garden. He liked one of my tweets the other day too. I think it was yesterday, actually. All right, y'all. I'll see you this afternoon. And then again this evening. If you can't make the afternoon show, see you this evening. And if you can't make the afternoon or evening show, I will see you tomorrow morning. All right, guys. And have your coffee ready. Bye, guys. Love y'all. Oh, here's 20 seconds of goodbye. Just so I don't cut off the show on you, because I just think that's so rude when podcasters do that. They don't realize there's a buffer at the end. And like Facebook, there's like a minute's worth of lag. So I like to be polite. Later, guys. Tanner said hashtag keep it open. I like that. All right, bye, guys. I'm waiting for Facebook to wave back. Everyone on YouTube's like later. Does Facebook know yet? Is the word out? Get the word out.